Today, I want to share with you 6 lessons I learned from Richard Branson's on Necker Island. A couple of weeks ago, I was fortunate enough to be invited with a group of female online entrepreneurs to come to Necker Island and spend quality time with the amazing lifestyle entrepreneur, Richard Branson. And the first thing you notice when you come to Necker Island, and by the way, this was my second time in 18 months, is the joy that everyone has that is working there. Starts with Richard Branson coming to the dock and greeting you, strangers, women he's maybe never met before, coming on his island and spending a few days close to his home. Yes, he actually lives on an island himself. There is so much joy in everything. Everyone who works for Richard Branson, everyone who's on the island, of course, himself, oozes out joy. It is very clear that it is important to him and everyone who works there, by the way, too, is to have fun in life and business. And every single day I was reminded that I should have more fun. And this is one of my takeaways. Have more fun. If you're not enjoying your life and business, then it is a hard stop right now to figure out how you can have more fun. And fun should not be something we just do with hobbies. It has to be fun to do what you do most of your time, which is your job or your business. So think about how you can have more fun every single day, not just during holidays. The second lesson I learned was to make health a priority. You have maybe seen billionaires out there that have in their 40s and 50s suddenly made health a priority. I would say that Richard Branson really takes it the whole 9 yards. And it's not something he started after he turned 70. No, he's been doing this for a very, very long time. He spends several hours a day on his health. He will often do it in combination with meeting other people. So playing tennis with someone else, a business partner, makes a lot of sense. But he is then getting his fitness in as well. He wakes up really early in the morning. He starts by checking his emails, figuring out the lay of the land, and then he goes for a hike. He invited on us one of these hikes. There were 2 options, the short one and the long hike. I picked the short hike because I'm not so fit myself. I have my own issues, but I still can work on my health within my own limits. So even if you have a long-term illness like I do, we can still focus more on health. I am already doing fitness 3 times a week with my personal trainer. I already have a block in my calendar every day for a daily walk. Do I do it every day? Not every day. This week I didn't do it because I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, as you might hear. But I am going to take it more seriously now. And then going up and down the stairs instead of taking the elevator. All these little pieces matter to take better care of your health. The third lesson is to take bold decisions, but protect the downside. He's taking some crazy business decisions aside from his adventures of going up into space and air balloon and all of that stuff that I'm not going to address here, but very bold business decisions that seem very, very risky. But he has shared, and he shares this also in his latest audiobook that I highly recommend, by the way. It's 27 hours, so it's quite long, but I do highly recommend you get it and listen to it because he read it himself. So when you take big risks, that you protect the downside, what does that mean? It means that, for instance, founding a company instead of running your business under your own name, that's protecting the downside, because if something goes wrong, that you don't lose all your personal assets. Protecting the downside means also getting maybe a business partner or investing in companies and making sure that you still have the basic minimum that you need to live on. I am hugely inspired for taking bold decisions. I think I can take much bolder decisions in my life and business. I don't think we as women are thinking big enough. Why is it always the men that take the big jumps out there? Now, I don't need to found the next Google or Facebook to take a bold decision, but what is for you right now a bold decision? What could you look at as a bold decision? Or maybe you've been hesitating doing something that you should be doing. So think about how you can take bold decisions in your life. I'm definitely taking that as a big takeaway for me. When it comes to starting new ventures, and I do think as entrepreneurs, you shouldn't just have one business your whole life. I have now founded my third company. I have now three companies. I have invested in three companies. I am eager to invest in more companies, to found more companies. When it comes to a new venture, your best ideas comes when you're frustrated. When you're truly frustrated personally about something and then you do something about it, these are often best business ideas. We think business ideas like come falling from the sky, or maybe when you're going out for a walk or taking a shower. I tried that, that didn't work. So being frustrated. And when I think about one of the best decisions I've taken in my business, when I created Some by Kickstart, my signature program where you learn to create a course and start to make sales online. We run that every year in January. So if you want to join us next time, get on the insider list. Get on the insider list. But this program was created out of frustration. I was frustrated that my students were not taking action. I was frustrated with myself that I was not giving them the right support so that they would take more action. And I decided that I had to change the way I teach. And I completely changed the way I taught from the previous years I've been running my online business, and Some by Kickstart as a result. And now close to 4,000 students have gone through the program, 90% completion rate. This only happened because I was frustrated. So think about, what are you frustrated about? Is there a business idea there? Solve problems for people, but solve them better than anybody else. There are many people doing similar things. And if you think about starting a business and you're thinking of doing something similar, it may hold you back from doing it because you think somebody else is doing it already. And that's okay to start a business like that. Most businesses that Richard Branson owns are businesses doing exactly the thing that someone else is doing. He has a cruise company, has an airline company, he has hotels, fitness centers, bank. All of these businesses existed before. But he goes in and thinks, what can I do better? It is a little bit like a blue ocean strategy. It's like you look at the whole business, like a bank or a fitness studio, and say, what are people frustrated about? What annoys them? What is annoying about cruise? It's always screaming children running around. That's what he was told. So he started a cruise company only for adults. You have to be 18. So you can absolutely build a business that does exactly what someone else is doing, but you got to figure out what is the thing that is frustrating people and how can you do it better, and how can you do better than anybody else. And you're not going to do it better than anybody else right off the gate. Like with Some by Kickstart, I was very frustrated. I figured out a better way, and then now, many years later, when I created it first in 2018, many years later, it's better and better and better. Not going to be the best, your first version, but if you have the intention to make it better, it's going to be amazing. Spend life doing something where you think you can make a difference. I want you to sit with this one. Spend your life doing something where you think you can make a difference. This has got both to do with life and business, but I want to particularly take it as a business lesson right now. Where can we make a difference? I am hugely passionate about accelerating gender equality through female entrepreneurship. So I think, where can I make a difference? I am making a difference by being frustrated and creating Some by Kickstart and seeing all these amazing female entrepreneurs, and a few good men as well, create their first or next online course and start to make sales online. It's so rewarding. And then years later, seeing how they grow their businesses to 6 and 7 figures. And then even years after that, seeing how big of an impact they are making. But my impact doesn't have to be confined to the online business. Spend your life doing something where you think you can make a difference. And these can be many fields. But one more extra bonus lesson for you before I wrap this up. It is so important that we as women think about how do we create sustainable and profitable businesses before we think about massive impact. The mistake I see women making and why they often have smaller businesses and have less impact than many big companies founded and run by men have is that we think very early about making an impact, giving to charity, starting a nonprofit. How can we help as many people as possible? How can we keep our prices lower? Lower prices doesn't attract more clients. You might be actually doing yourself a disservice and most likely having less impact in your life and business if you start with that attitude. Think about how you can help those who want to be helped and want to pay for it so that you can build a sustainable and profitable business, and then you can have impact. I heard Richard Branson say this time and also 18 months ago, build a profitable business first and then start your nonprofit and have a bigger impact. If you start trying to have the impact from the very first day you start your business is never going to be sustainable and profitable. So think about the priorities. First, a profitable business, and then increase your impact with nonprofit if that's your desire. I'm taking away these lessons for myself and I wanted to share them with you. And I'm curious which lesson resonated most with you. You can share that with me right below this video, or you can email us info@sigrun.com. But I want you to take these lessons away and do something good with them, because I believe we all can live a more fun, healthy, and prosperous lives. If you did like this video, I have many more for you on how to build a successful, sustainable, and profitable online business. For instance, this video over here.